Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about beating yourself up. That's how I feel today. I'm Keith. I'm Keith. Hello?
Uh, yeah, everything
Uh,
froze up. Like I didn't have.
okay, do we need to do this again? Start it
Yeah,
over?
we do because I'm just gonna pull over because the video just went completely gone.
Okay.
It went Justin Timberlake gone.
Yeah, like you were frozen in some awkward smile. Yeah, it's just like there. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, hold on. Let's see. How about now?
Yeah, no, you're good.
Okay,
Lighting's better too.
do it.
Okay. Welcome back. Today we are going to talk about beating yourself up. I'm Keith.
And my name is Rodney. This is our daily chronicle, the more common daily chronicle. We chronicle our days, the things that get in our way, the things that we win at, and even defining those things, and really just leaving a video diary for our daughters to check us out in the future. So we're going to talk about beating ourselves up, which made me think of self-talk. But what's your thing on this?
Yeah, high points. It happens, how you get through it, and the reality of what it is for me, at least today, in doing it. Like there,
Let me get mine. I think my number one point, now that I've realized my self-talk,
yeah,
and that's the first step. You got to realize it, whether it's good or bad.
yeah,
And if it's bad and you know it's bad and you don't wish to continue having bad self-talk, you got to not beat yourself up for beating yourself up, because then it starts this loop of just not goodness. But
that's a
go
good
on yours.
point. Yeah, I mean, that's a really good point. Yeah, I mean, today for whatever reason, and I'll be honest, like there are times where you fail or do something poorly or whatever it is, and it's easy to see why you would beat yourself up, right? Oh, I should have done better, this, that, and the other thing, especially
Well,
if
I mean, we make mistakes, right? Like,
yeah, especially if you have a perfectionist personality, which turns out I have a perfectionist personality. And if it's
you
not
do. I was
perfect,
actually
it's not
thinking
worth
about
it.
this last night. I
Yeah,
didn't think you did, but well, yeah.
yeah.
Good to know.
If it's not perfect, why do it? Is how it works for me, right? Like if it's not going to be the best, if it's not going to be perfect, it's not worth it. So just do the normal, right? And the reality is that doesn't exist. So a lot of times things will fly on normal for me, just like where I know I'm comfortable. And like I take a morning like this and I just wake up and I just feel like nothing I've done is to the standard that I want it. And I just don't want to do anything as a result. I just kind of want to sit on the couch and watch TV, right? And go ahead.
No, I'll wait.
Yeah, and I think the important point is, one, it's happened. It is happening to me at this moment, and like for me, in dealing with it, working through it is one, talking through it, acknowledging it, recognizing it, and most of the time, knowing that okay, just show up. We've talked about this before, and the next step is getting a good night's sleep and making tomorrow a better day. Because I have a really hard time in the day getting over it.
Good night's sleep. So when you were talking, I thought of another high point, or another one of my top points on this is like asking, is it true? Especially when beating yourself up, like I'm a failure, I'm this, I'm that. It's like, wait a second. Like, where am I right now? Like, and then kind of pulling myself out to question the assumption that some part of me is making and the assertions that my self-talk is beating me up for. I found that I get into these loops where something will go wrong, and then I'll typically blame myself, whether or not I had any control over it. And then and then I catch myself, and then I beat myself up for beating myself up, and it's just not helpful. And I can't say that I don't have any like formula for killing the self-talk. I think this, like talking about it and becoming more and more aware of it is is crucial. Like just hearing it and seeing it. And then I think I have gotten to the point now where I actually have a distaste for talking shit about myself to myself. Like where I hear it and I'm like, yo, bro, calm down. Like you wouldn't say that to Rachel or Keith or some random Joe on the street. Why would you say it to yourself? Like I have that, but then the next step is often, why would you say that to you? Like I keep going down the road just in a different way.
And the weird thing is, like, for me today, it's not rooted in anything that I did wrong. It's just rooted in this idea that I don't think I did it well enough. And then
when you say like something specific,
whatever. No, like I think
like
about
today,
editing
like right
and interview.
now, like is it?
That's not how it started. No, that's how it started. Is just for no reason. Like, and then I get started on something like editing an episode, and like, oh yeah, that was crap. So it just perpetuates itself, right? Like, oh
so
yeah,
you just
see, you're not.
like. So I'm just trying to understand, like, so you
Yeah.
like wake up and just like, it's not
This
good enough.
mood,
It's like,
yeah,
okay, like it's just I'm not good enough, or it's not good enough.
it's whatever. I'm not. It's not a value. It's like whatever I'm doing is not. It's not me,
Even though
but
you're
it's
not
whatever I'm
doing
doing
yet,
is not.
and then anything you do after that can't live up to this invisible
Can't live up to
standard.
whatever it is. Yeah, and then it just perpetuates itself. So, like, clearly, but to your point, talking about it, acknowledging it, and changing the self-talk. My therapist has even said, like, how would you talk to your daughter about this if she were in the same position? And that is a way for me to help myself get out of it even before bedtime. So, but it takes time, it takes effort, and it takes a reminder. Like, you just keep. You said it to me earlier before we jumped on the phone. Like, what is it that we could do better next time that would do that better? And you just power through it. But the reality is that it exists. Yeah. And so.
If I wrap this up, I think what you just said reminded me of something, and I think first of all, you got where I've come on this is I gotta believe that I'm good enough in this situation. So reading something for the girls here, I would say you are enough. Like as you are right now in this moment, in every moment, you don't need to change. Like you are enough, and you gotta. Like, you have to find a way to believe that and understand it and internalize it. Because when you know that, you won't allow other people to chip away at who you are and your worth and your value. And you won't allow yourself to do it. And I'm personally starting to see this. I'm just now at 37 starting to understand my value and my worth. And it has nothing to do with how many sales I close or the things that I accomplish. It's just that I'm here and I am, and that's enough. And if you can internalize that, it makes it easier to deal with the self-talk. Keith, you go.
Yeah, and I would say, like, as my kids, this is a thing that happens. Like, you're gonna feel this way from time to time, and when you do, acknowledge it, but don't internalize it. Don't let it eat away at you. Don't sit in a corner and let it process. Like, talk about it, feel it, talk about it, acknowledge it, and then work. Like, we'll build the tools to work through it. One of those is, just saying, hey, I showed up today. I'm doing what I need to do. I did a good job, and I'll do better next time to live up to the standard that I want to live. Like, you just remind yourself, and don't be, like you said, Rodney, don't beat yourself up for beating yourself up. Like, just it is. And then we move through it.
Bonus, because what Keith said was good. I would also add just the quick check. Is it true? Just ask yourself, is it true?
Yeah.
Is what I'm like, because there's the feeling and the emotion, and that's valid. But then there's the check. Is it true?
Deuces. All right.